What's good? It's your boy J.Broady. Back in your face again. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give y'all more of me in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Give my opinions on certain topics. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to this podcasting thing. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to touch base on a topic that I see running like crazy in the church. And I was brought up on this thing too. But it's gonna step on some toes. And it's gonna but it's the truth though. And it's gonna be the simplest, quickest Bible study I can do off the top of my head. Right? So I know there's this thing called manifesting or speaking things into existence, right? So I've been on the fence with that subject probably since I've been saved. Now I'm not even on the fence. It's like I'm not even in the same yard. I'm like, and I want to, you know what I'm saying, make sure we on the same team. You know what I'm saying? I don't want us walking around spreading hearsay, because a lot of what we say, it's pastors. It was like a certain thing, speak those things though they're not. So they might be, I could be saying it wrong. I don't know. Either way, that is wrong. What they're saying is wrong. And the doctrine of us speaking things into existence is wrong. There's nowhere in the Bible that says we can speak things to existence. Nowhere. You can't give me one scripture. The life and death, power of the tongue is not the same thing as creating things and manifesting things. That's not the same thing. But where all this comes from, roots from Romans 4:17. And if you go there, the whole passage is really talking about Abraham and his faith and how he was the father of our nation, and it gives the whole spiel. You have to read the whole thing. So that's the full context of Romans 4. And it goes, and then Romans 4:17 speaks of like this. It says, as it is written, I have made you the father of many nations. Talking about Abraham. In the presence of God in whom I believed, who gives life to the dead and calls into existence the things that do not exist. Does that sound familiar? Speaking things though they're not, so they might be. Sounds like Romans 4:17, which speaks of God. It says, in the presence of God in whom he believed, who gives life to the dead and call things into existence. Genesis says, God spoke things from ex nihilo, from nothing, So it's like, I hear people all the time like, oh, I'm going to just manifest a good day today, or I'm going to manifest my victory over whatever situation in their lives. But the real thing is we can't. We don't have that type of power. Only God can speak and things happen. We don't have that. It don't matter who you heard it from, who they got it from. It's not biblical, because the context of Romans 4:17 is talking about Abraham being the father of our nations, and Romans 4:17 is talking about God being the one to do those things of speaking into existence. We need to not, because what I want to say is, when we think we can manifest something, that puts us in the place of God. And that's where Satan was trying to get us in the garden in the first place. You can be like God. God, what did God do? He spoke the universe into what it is. And now we're taking a misinterpretation of scripture and now trying to place it on people, saying you can manifest something and calling us gods. And that's That's heretical. It's not biblical, and that's blasphemy. So what I want is to just be open and honest and transparent about my growth in the faith, and when I started studying scripture for myself, instead of just taking it from who I heard it from. You know, I heard it a lot when I was going to church. Speak those things, though they're not. That's not biblical. So, I mean, we can discuss it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Give me your thoughts. Where was the first time you heard that from?